attention. The Harvey Weinstein trial wrapped up on Friday. The former movie mogul is accused of rape and other sexual misconduct involving two different women. The coming trial could be among the most watched in recent years. Here to give us a preview of what's ahead is Jesse Weber, attorney and host on the Law and Crime Network, who's been closely following the proceedings from inside the courtroom. Jesse, good morning.
Good morning.
You were actually seated directly behind Harvey Weinstein.
I could poke him. That's how close I am.
As the jury selection took place, you've described that jury selection as a surreal process. How so?
Well, I think the whole courtroom experience and the whole experience that we see is pretty surreal. But yeah, we started with 2,000 summons, 600 jurors were called in. As of Thursday morning, 146 jurors were ultimately questioned by both sides and the judge. And we came to this magic number of 12 jurors, 3 alternates. Gotta say, I thought it was going to take a longer amount of time, but here we are.
7 men, 5 women.
That's right. And when you look at that on the face, you wonder, does that benefit the defense with them being predominantly white males? I like to be a little bit more optimistic, but we'll see what happens.
Opening statements, how much do jurors put into those?
I can't stress this enough. So important. There is an argument to be made that you could win over a jury based upon an opening statement. The prosecution has to set the stage, tell the story. The defense has to make him relatable and sympathetic. And if they make a promise and say they're going to, and they don't ultimately deliver it in a trial, a jury's going to remember that. So very important.
We have 2 accusers, but we're going to hear from more witnesses in this case. Why is that so important?
Okay, so yeah, you have these 2 witnesses, but these 4 others can testify to show a pattern, that this wasn't a mistake, that this really is a common scheme that he's done over the years. And also because the 2 counts are predatory sexual assault, which is so important, which means if a jury believes he did this to more than one woman, that top charge is life in prison. They want that. The state really wants those charges.
Which is what happened in the Cosby trial.
Yeah,
they showed a pattern.
It's so important.
5
I mean,
women.
it's one thing to have 2 women, to have multiple ones testify, even to uncharged conduct, makes the state's case really strong.
Could this have an impact in the case out in L.A.?
If he testifies, whatever he says could be used against him in an L.A. trial. One of the accusers in L.A. is one of these Molyneux witnesses who's going to testify in New York. Whatever she says could be used in that trial. Very important.
And how much is the walker going to play into the jurors' minds?
Well, they were asked that question. Is there anything about his appearance today that makes you think he couldn't have done this? And they predominantly said no. Look, he appears to be not in well shape. I see him every day.
Yeah.
Whether it's real or not, it's hard to be skeptical, but they're going to see him in that condition.
Cosby wasn't in great shape either and was much older as well.
And also, look, this is the way he is now. You're talking about something that happened years ago. He was in much different shape.
All right, Jesse Weber, how long should this last, by the way?
It's going to end up until March, so we're going to be there for a while.
All right, Jesse, thank you.
Thank you.